Hello everyone. Today I'm making a wreath with this sign. This is going to be going to my craft show, but this is a wreath that I can make multiples of. Because I do have at least one more of that sign. And I will have enough ribbon to make at least one more, for sure. On Saturday I have the Fireman's Picnic. If you're local, supports the Southern Door Fire Department in Forestville, Wisconsin. And this is the last wreath I have to make for the craft show. And today, as long as it ain't raining, I'll be loading up the car, so I don't have to come back to Mom's and do it Thursday or Friday. And all the wreaths that are behind me are in my Etsy shop, and I also have a supply shop. Tonight I'm going to be working with my Cricut. I have some to make the hot pads that have the sayings on them, so I'll be making some of those up tonight, or at least getting them, make sure they'll cut, because if you have a Cricut, it takes a while to cut any designs. And I just have to see how many of those I can make up. I'm the owner and the designer of Design by Kaylin. Just going live today because the next 2 days I'll be super busy, so I won't be able to do a live when I normally would. So it looks like so far. And I added a new wreath to my Etsy shop today. yeah, this week what I'm kind of doing is, since I took the weekend off, so normally on the weekend I do a lot of my crafting for like the craft shows and stuff, and during the week I like to make the wreaths and stuff. So since last weekend I took off, so this week during the week I am kind of doing more crafting stuff. I got some tumblers made for my craft show that I needed a few. And since I didn't have many that geared towards boys, I made some like hunting and fishing ones. I got one with a wolf. Then I also decided to do 2 dog ones with saying life is better with a dog. I don't have them here to show you guys, but they're so cute. No, I had my music playing. I almost went live with the music, which I know FB doesn't like. This is what it looks like so far. And now let's add the ribbon tails. I'm using plain white, plain black, this red and white one, and this one is in my supply shop if you're interested. And I'm doing this red and black with white Swiss dot in it. And I'm enjoying making the wreaths with using only 1 roll of mesh versus 2. My ribbon that I have is actually very thick too, the one that's in my supply shop. I wasn't expecting that when I tried to bend it. And it's also glitter, and you know glitter, it goes all over. This one kind of sheds a little bit, especially when you're cutting it. And I'm going to be working on trying to do my first swig. I have everything pretty much picked out for it. I just have to put it together. Just need to watch some YouTube videos on how to do it. Or in one of the coaching groups that I'm in. I'm in 2 different coaching groups. One's more of a business one, and one's more of a creative one. Bye, Kid Crown. And when I do go down to my wholesaler, I do have some plans on what I'm going to be getting. Because a lot of times when I go down to the wholesaler, I tend to almost get enough supplies to last me till their next sale. And this time when I go, I'm actually going on their business day, which I'll have first access at everything that they have. No dates released yet, but that's my plan. That's what it looks like so far. Yeah, the wreaths that I made this week will all be in my SD shop next week. It's just when I really have time to sit down and take pictures in the good lighting, because otherwise the pictures don't look right. They're so shadowy because by the time I have a chance, it's late at night, the sun's down. But the fireman's wreaths that I'm making that are going to be multiples, I'm going to make sure I got the pictures of those so I don't have to make, if it sells, remake them and then take pictures. Instead I'll just have it so it's made to order. And I've been working on my website that will be hopefully soon to be announced. I just need to do a few things on it. I just need to get more like colors on there, which I'm trying to figure out. didn't know, I also have bowls in my shop. I'm working on getting those added in. And before I list any more of them, I'm trying to get new pictures of them. Because pictures that I took when I first started SD, it's like, they didn't look the greatest. So I have a few of those. I even made bows that were patriotic and stuff that I never listed. I'm just going to go ahead and list them now. So they're just in there. And a lot of my bows are going to be the ribbons that I have 50 yards of, and the ribbons that don't have enough to make a wreath. Is basically what I'm doing. And this is using only one roll of mesh, and it is so full. One day I should actually really, I do have tutorials on this. I have one YouTube tutorial that will be dropping on Friday, which gives you a more clear view of how I make this type of wreath. Instead of side view, now I'm filming the tutorials here, which I'm at Mom's versus at the house. That's in a small craft room. Things so because I do not like to after I used to put the signs in, I always would have to go fishing for the tail, so now I kind of make sure they're at least out and have them fixed, so I don't have to go fishing anymore. Yeah, and I'll get pictures of this wreath because this one's going to be a multiple. I'm just trying to see what's going on here. Going through. There. Just need to stop it. That's all it is. Hi, Lisa. Yeah, and today it's hot and humid. At least when I left my house it was. But by the time I got here, the wind was blowing off the lake and it was so cool here. these off the little edges because I personally do not like seeing the ties. But I'm not going to cut them off just in case I need to change something for a customer's request. So I'm not going to cut them, so I just tuck them underneath. If the sign's close enough, I try to get it underneath the sign, but it's always not the case. So I don't care about the ones on the sides as much. I just don't like the ones on top. Just a personal preference, and when I'm retaking the pictures, I've been fixing it so they look better. And that's how it looks. I just have to clip off the ends on the back for the soles. But I don't really like to do that unless I sell it on Etsy, because if somebody wants this wreath exactly how it is and just a different sign, it's easier to take it off. But I just don't do that. I just curl them in the back until they sell, unless it's at a craft show. Then I just kind of leave it. But this is how it looks, and this one is going to be a multiple, so it will be in my Etsy shop. Because I have like at least one or two of those signs left. And that's the wreath, and I will be at the craft show on Saturday and at the Fireman's Picnic in Forestville, Wisconsin. Alright, that's all I have. Have a good day, everyone. I'll be live again next week, Thursday at 11:30 a.m. Bye, y'all.